feel like I'm on the real world and I'm in a professional dipping, watching Robin Big. It's 4:30 in the morning. It's Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, and what I want to do is start thinking of the second show I do. So I already laid out what I want to do for the first show. So for the second show, what I'd like to do is maybe a little documentary on what's going on in my personal life with my family, and that's that my mom is losing her leg, and I guess I'm what you call a mama's boy, and I've always tended to really take matters to the heart when it came to my mom. You know, she's been in and out of hospital for a good 2-3 years. I mean, we could even go back 5-6 years, probably back to '01 when I think she first started having problems. I think what I'd like to do for the second show is lay it out where we go through this ordeal where what it does and what the reactions are to me and my family over the fact that, you know, my 69-year-old mom is about to lose her leg. And it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's something that is probably going to benefit her life, and it's probably going to make everything easier, and it's going to allow her to do some things that maybe she didn't do before. So, and leg isn't really what it is. They're supposedly going to be able to do it below the knee, which clearly is the best thing because obviously you have flexibility in your knee. So that's that. I don't know how it's going to make me feel when I see it. I don't know what it's going to do to me. This is a woman that I couldn't visit for very long in the hospital when she was in there because I didn't want to see her that way. I looked at this woman with I guess rose-colored eyes because she's my mother, and she's always kind of been almost superhero status in some ways. I mean, she's not the most intelligent woman in the world. She doesn't have the sense of humor that she thinks she has, but she's definitely a fighter in her own way. And you know, she married my father, who was trained as a recon Marine, which is like the sick bastards that they train you to be nuts and crazy. And Marines are, you know, insane as it is as far as that goes. Like, you know, you want somebody in the hole with you. It's a Marine. It's somebody's going to fight until there's no more fighting. There was a great line in the movie A Few Good Men where Tom Cruise showed up and he was in his Navy uniform and he was talking to Kiefer Sutherland and he said, "I'm sorry, do you have a problem with me?" And Kiefer Sutherland looked at him and goes, "I love all you Navy boys. Every time we got to fight, you guys are always there to drive us." So, I mean, my father was a guy that is, you know, there is no pain, there is no can't sleep, you can't do this. You do it. You just do it. And I'm a lot more like that than I would ever thought in my life that I would ever become. But I'm the same way. I mean, as I'm talking to you, my back is killing me. And I'm getting old. I don't know where I'm coming from at some stages. I'm still searching for things in life that can, I've always wanted to be rich and famous. I had that dream as a little kid that, I could be a movie star. Acting is basically pretending to be somebody else. I could be anybody you tell me. So I always thought that, it would be like that. And growing up the way I grew up, the Shirk way is something that I've said it a million times. If the whole world was full of Shirks, and that's not to say that the world's not full of people similar to that, but if everyone was brought up the way that our family was brought up, then the world would be a much better place. My father tips his hat to ladies, because that's a gentleman thing to do. He opens the door for women. He still winks. He's a winker. We just celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary a few months ago, and it was at a time when my mother was in a hospital, and they had told her that she was a miracle woman because she had taken a situation that was very bleak. A week before the party, she was in the hospital and she couldn't even get out of bed. And then she had the party, and she had turned her life around as far as her health. And I remember commenting that we went over there and she looked fit and better than she's looked in 10 years to me. But then within 2 weeks that had changed. And I guess this is, the diabetes has taken her over so much that, it just, it was going to be one of them things where she was just going to have to deal with pain or do something about it. That's where this whole operation is going to, I guess, get her back to a normal life. So I would like to kind of document for the next, let's say it's February 1. Like I said, it's late, and I haven't done back-to-back 4 a.m. nights in probably 8-9 years. I'm not saying I haven't done one here and there, but I haven't done back-to-backs like this where I'm not tired, I'm exhausted. I live my life Monday through Friday, where I'm in bed at 9:30. And I'm up at 5. So this is, I think it's my brain is telling me that I gotta be ready to be curious as to what's gonna happen. And I think it's gonna be interesting for me to document this, what's gonna happen. And I think it'll make for one hell of a story.